So I was in here with the lambs and I noticed with Dusty there was that little pocket on the side of his neck. Now when we first picked up Dusty, that little pocket of, I don't know, it looked like a little swollen gland. It was hard. But then I noticed that when I was in here, he was running around and it started wiggling like there was liquid in it. So then I tried to catch him, and I did, and he was bumping all over the place, and then he popped it, and as you could see, there's a bunch of pus coming out, and so it's so nasty. I just have a pus rag right there. So my daughter went back into the house and grabbed me a warm bucket of water, some soapy water, and some rags, and so we're just gonna clean it up really good. And maybe there was a foxtail stuck in there or something, but it just keeps draining of fluid. So the vet is going to be coming on Wednesday and to check him out. And yeah, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm sure this is going to make him feel so much better to get that pressure relieved, because I'm sure it was pretty painful. I thought at first it was just maybe the medication just didn't disperse evenly, because she said that the gal that we got the lambs from, she said that that's where the medication was administered. So I have no idea, but yeah, so we're just gonna get him cleaned up, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards, and how he's doing, and then give you an update on the garden, because we did have frost that killed some of the squash and some of the cucumber, which is a big bummer. So I'll give you an update on the garden, but let me just get this one cleaned up because it's pretty darn nasty. It's pretty disgusting. Okay, so let's just get started on this. This is what that little pocket looks like now. It's completely gone. I mean, I don't know if you noticed it before. It was like huge. It was huge in that spot. It looks like it's still a little swollen. But I'm just gonna make sure we keep it clean. I'm gonna clean it really good with just some warm water, some warm soapy water, and then we'll just make sure the vet takes a good look at him and on Wednesday. All right, so now let's go and check on the garden. Okay, so this is what's happening in the big garden. So over here are the cucumbers, and as you can see right there, we have some of them that have been hit by some frost. The weather out here has been so odd. It's kind of windy today. It says, the forecast says it's supposed to be raining soon, sometime this week. And then on Saturday it poured rain. Then we had some cold weather last week, which I was not anticipating. And yeah, it got to, like, I want to say 32 or 34 degrees. And so it killed some of these. I don't know if they're gonna make a comeback. I don't think so. I'm probably just gonna pop some seeds in their spot and see how those do. But we did lose some of those cucumbers. Right here, we lost a couple of zucchinis right there. And then over here, these cucumbers, they don't look too hot either. Look at that. They just are not looking good. And then I lost one tomato plant. So that's not too bad, one tomato plant. This one right here, which is I believe this one is a Roma. No, this one's a beefsteak, which I have plenty of beefsteak. Other than that, this is how the garden is looking. So we still have not filled in these 2 flower beds. John has all of our tractors at the job site, so he's been using them. Hopefully we'll be getting them back soon, and so we can start working on the garden. But as you can see, I have all my plants here, and these are all the plants that are going to job sites. Now I have some of these heucheras, I think they're called, yeah, heucheras, that will just go into job sites, and then when they're done in the containers, then I pop them out and they come here and they recuperate, and then I might use them in another location. But everything's doing really well. All of the tomatoes, the corn, everything's doing fantastic in this garden. And then I noticed, which I did not know this when I did this, but I put some regular snow peas in with my sugar magnolias, and they cross-pollinated and made their own beans. So let me show you what that looks like. It's in the smaller garden, And I put some snow peas. I did not know that we couldn't put them that close together. I just had no idea because this is my first time ever growing those sugar magnolias. So they cross-pollinated with the snow pea, and so some of them are kind of like marble-ish green, or not green, marble-ish purple. I'll show you. Let's see. Okay, so this is the sugar magnolia right here. And as you can see, the pods are supposed to be purple like this, but this one has a bit of a green tip to it. And then this one right here, this little baby, looks like it's kind of marble. And this one is supposed to be purple, but as you can tell, it's green. So I do have some peas right here, these peas right there. So I believe these might have cross-pollinated and caused them to be that purplish color. So that's a bummer. I don't know how these beans are going to turn out, but we'll see. So then over here in this little garden bed, I took out all of the broccoli, and then I'm going to plant some eggplant in this one. On this side right over here, I'm going to put the peppers, and I have a little zinnia popping up right there. The corn is doing fantastic. I think we're going to be harvesting that pretty soon. And then I have some green onion that's looking really good. Over here, I put the corn. Now, corn is supposed to be, I read up on this, and it's supposed to be a heavy feeder, so they need a lot of fertilizer. So the first time I ever done this as well, I put some of our own compost from our horse and our chickens, the manure. I mixed it in with the soil, and I plopped in these corn. So we'll see how it does with this, with our own compost. And then we have our garlic right here. We have some shallots that are doing really well, and then our elephant garlic in the back. Okay, so now over here on this bed, I kind of did the same thing on accident though. I placed a green zucchini in with these yellow hybrid squash, I think they're called. Yeah, summer squash, and they're turning kind of, has a little bit of a green tint to it as well. So, I guess we can't plant those two together either, or else they're gonna cross-pollinate and make their own. I did not know these things. So this is how the little garden's doing. Everything is doing fantastic. I cannot wait to harvest these carrots. And then this is some green onion. So we are getting some cilantro that's looking really good, and the basil is coming up, so that's awesome. Oh, look at this. Look at all these berries. So many little berries. Do you see that? I cannot wait to taste those berries. And this is a thornless raspberry bush, so I cannot wait to see how they're going to be, because this is the first year we're going to be getting raspberries. I bought that bush, I want to say last year, maybe the year before, and maybe last year. So here's our garlic right here. This is some garlic that I had, some cloves left over. And then this is a lemongrass that's coming back right here. It's making a comeback. And then let me show you the basil. All right, so right here we have our big leaf basil right there. And then we have our cilantro right there. This is a Thai chili plant that's making a comeback. We have some mint, and then we have some more little basil seedlings popping up right there. So that is so exciting. I cannot wait to see what this container is gonna look like once everything is just filled in. So that's gonna be super exciting. And then let's see what else. Oh, the baby chicks are doing so well. Let me go show you the baby chicks. Okay, there they are. Look how big they're getting. Look at the Dominiques are getting their spots. Look how sweet they are. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. She's so cute. And then I believe this one's that one's is the, let's see. I believe this one is the cinnamon queen. And there's those two black australops. But yeah, these little polka dotted ones are so sweet. Look at this one, so sweet. And then we have the New Hampshires and another, I think these ones are the cinnamon queens. So they're doing super well. Pretty soon, so yeah, at nighttime I still leave them in here, and I close it just for the predators because I did see the skunk a couple days ago. So yeah, so I guess the skunk never left. I heard the dogs. How I knew is because I heard the dogs barking, and I went to go and look to see what they were barking at, and then I saw this little black thing shoot out of one of our barns, and I still thought it was the cat, and then I smelt it, and that's how I knew that it was not a cat. So, because skunks smell horrible, just horrible. But yeah, so that's how everything's going on the farm. These baby chickies are doing super good. The lambs are doing really well. I cannot wait for the vet to come out and check the lamb to see how that little pocket of pus is doing. We're probably going to check him tonight because that was so disgusting. John's going to help me, and we're going to put some, we use this thing called Blue Coat, and it's like a disinfectant for animals. Probably put some of that on there. And that's pretty much it. So lots happening on the farm. Spring's here, and I'm going to be more consistent with my content because at first I was doing really well, and then daylight savings hit, and then that just throws me all off. So throws my clock all off. So now I feel like I'm back on track, and yeah, I'm gonna start recording some content because we're gonna be doing a lot of spring cleaning for like containers and yeah, things like that. So until then, take care, be safe, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.